Man, Nick Cannon had another baby? No wonder I can never find nothing at Bye Bye Baby. Everything's sold out because they bought it for Nick Cannon's children. Hey, Leah, don't let me catch you around Nick Cannon. You know he's fertile. Welcome to Open Mic. We like to start the show with a few stories or a hot take on a story you're not likely to see anywhere else. I'm from gorgeous Prince George's. Now I spill the tea in D.C. So you know these jokes come from a place of love, at least 51% of the time. Let's start things off here in D.C., where a condo listing on H Street Northeast has gotten a lot of attention thanks to the unit's tiny balcony wedged between two buildings. A tweet from the X2 Bus DC. Dynamic handle, by the way. I'm upset I didn't think of it first. But it shows the so-called balcony and reads, been somewhat obsessed with 1115 8th Street Northeast ever since an adjacent condo project built up right next to it, blocking the balcony views. Here's a listing for one of the units, and it looks just as I imagined, a balcony with walls on two sides. DC real estate, you're gonna have to chill out, man. They are doing way too much and not enough at the exact same time. I didn't think it was possible to have a claustrophobic panic attack outside until I saw this. Actually, that's a lie. I think about it every time I take the metro during rush hour on one of the elevated platforms. But you can't even stretch your arms out on that balcony. And here's the kicker. This condo is listed, you know what? Oh, well, it says it right there. I was going to make you guess, and you was going to guess wrong. $425,000. $425,000 of them things for a place with a balcony the size of a welcome mat. At least the rest of the condo looks nice, but it better for that price. That balcony's so small, you got to turn sideways to smoke a cigar on it. And don't get one of them long cigars. It's nothing but nubs for you. They should have just made it a storage closet instead of trying to invent a view. Now, I chose this next story because the Washington Commanders just can't get right, and it also follows the last story when it comes to really sad real estate. USA Today announced its annual ranking of NFL stadiums, and FedEx Field came in dead last again. And anybody who's ever been there knows it's trash. But the trashiest in the whole league? That's just sad. It turns out FedEx Field has been named the worst stadium in the league by USA Today for at least the last 3 years. The Commanders are letting fans down on the field and in the stands. And quite frankly, that is dedication to mediocrity. There is no excuse for this, considering Forbes just named the organization the 6th most valuable in team sports, as in all of them. So where's the money going? This stadium is falling apart and raining filth on fans. Y'all remember it. Meanwhile, Dan Snyder has the most expensive home in the history of the DC area and a yacht comfortable enough for him to lay low from Congress on. He is the patron saint of slumlords. Last season, the stadium almost dropped a bunch of Eagles fans on top of Philly quarterback Jalen Hurts. FedEx Field can't even act right in front of company. The consensus is in. That place is garbage. We are staying in D.C. for the next story, where Ted Leonsis and his company, Monumental Sports and Entertainment, has emerged as a new potential buyer for the Washington Nationals. That's according to a report by the Washington Post. You know what? Long as it ain't Dan Snyder, I mean, really, we can't let him turn Nats Park into FedEx Field 2.0. I'm okay with Ted Leonsis buying the team. Not that a billionaire needs my permission, but he's got it. He's won championships as an owner with the Capitals and the Mystics and the Wizards. I mean, they working on it. You know what I mean? They a work in progress, I hope. Plus, Leonsis has never had to testify before Congress about a toxic workplace culture. I wish he would have bought the team before we traded away all of our best players. Leonsis is bidding on a Major League Baseball skeleton crew masquerading as a Major League team, but I still think he would be a good fit to run the show. And he has that cool Joe Montana from Criminal Minds goatee. You can't root against that. I chose this last story out of Virginia because it's equal parts unique and ridiculous. A Facebook group called Pirates, Mermaids, and Scallywags. And I'm really disappointed we didn't name one of our parties that in college. But this Facebook group got a listing for a pirate ship houseboat complete with decorative skeletons that reads, Pirate ship houseboat for sale, $49,000, located in Virginia on the lower Potomac River. Now, I'm cheap, but I can free up $49,000 from somewhere. I want this. Go on and call me Captain Black Sparrow. I will fly a red, black, and green Jolly Roger flag, and call it the Jolly Rondell. Just look at this boat. Just imagine pulling up next to all the old men with much younger women on the Georgetown waterfront in this. Those guys are looking for a different kind of booty. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum, trying to get somebody to swipe that. Shut your mouth. You know what? I'm not finishing that. Back to the pirate houseboat. This thing is impressive. And I would rather live here than that condo with the fake balcony. At least I get to be neighbors with Joe Manchin. Hey, team houseboat for the win. My favorite story? How about Ted Leonsis potentially buying the Nationals? Because that gives me hope. The pirate houseboat is a close second. And by the way, if any swashbucklers want to go in on this $49,000 purchase with me, just let me know. As long as you put up, I'll call it $48,999, I'll handle the rest.